Here we started.
Here we go. Hello and welcome to the Bourbon Blend. I'm Courtney and this amazing side piece of mine is Jay.
Hey. Hi.
Welcome. We're glad that y'all have joined us tonight.
It is great to be talking with you guys again on a Thursday night.
Yes.
We both got our hair did today.
We did. Yes.
Hair dids at the same place. It's great. It's a one-stop shop for us.
Different stylist today.
Indeed. So we are gearing up. Well, we got a couple things going on here in my mom's basement. Is actually my mom's second floor. The house has been completely cleaned out. So if you hear an echo, I'm sorry. All the stuff that we usually have in here is gone.
It's gone.
And it went on the market this morning.
Yep.
And we don't have a for sale sign yet, but we're going to have a for sale sign.
Tomorrow.
And I'm sure we're going to get our first offer any minute.
It's going to be Saturday.
Nothing
so
yet.
we're hoping for.
So yeah, that was a big deal, and thank you.
Yes.
For your efforts in getting that done.
We work together. We're a good
team. If you think
team.
about where it was on November 4th, 2022 to where it is now.
It's a whole different space.
Yeah, because my mom was a hoarder, so it took a little
Minor
while.
hoarder.
Clean hoarder.
Clean hoarder.
It wasn't like trash and
Right.
junk. It was just boxes of shit that she didn't even know what it was.
Yeah.
And then also, we're going to be going on a trip.
We are. On Tuesday.
We're going to Jamaica.
We are. We're going to be rocking it out in the Jamaican coast.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. We're actually going to be on a peninsula in Jamaica.
We're going to be hanging with our homies.
We are.
Down in Jamaica, which is, I'm told it's an island on the other side of Cuba.
It's in the Caribbean.
In the Caribbean, yeah. The Pirates, do they call it Pirates of the Caribbean? Would you call it that? Or would you call it Pirates of the Caribbean?
Pirates of the Caribbean.
Nobody would ever say
Yes,
that.
everybody says
Anyway,
that.
so Jamaica will be down there. If you guys are going to be there, we're actually going to run into one of our bunk friends. Easterwood's going to be down there.
That's going to be pretty cool.
Mm-hmm. We haven't been to Jamaica in, this will be 11 years.
He has 11 years. I keep thinking 10, but it was trip 11 years ago. COVID.
Yeah.
Socked it to us.
Derailed us. So we're looking forward to the trip. New place for us. We're going to Oyster Bay.
Yep, it's
And
going to be fun.
it's going to be a good time. Cuz will be there too. So
Yep.
and Becky. So
I'm looking forward to it.
and J-Dub and all of our crew. So that'll be
Yes.
fun. All right, so tonight the syllabus is this. We're going to be drinking this Pursuit United. Mm-hmm. I don't know why I'm pointing to your water. We got 2 Pursuit Uniteds, which I'm fired about. I've been looking for this blue one for the longest freaking time, and we got it finally.
Yep.
And I got a special peerless because last week you thought some of them were ass. Mm-hmm. We're going to try this double oak
try another one.
and see if that one can
I
sneak in.
doubt the double oak's going to be able to sneak something past me. But
And then we got some bourbon news I want to talk about, and then we've got pictures, and then we've got Courtney's Corner.
yeah, everybody's anxiously awaiting that.
So we got lots of fun stuff going on today.
Yes.
All right, we will start things off with a pour. A pour.
Well, I got to finish this real quick.
Oh.
You got a little residue in there too.
We were
had an
drinking
early, our what do you call it? Our pregame is always Old Forester 100. It's a nice little kicker. It used to be Old Granddad 114, but we forgot to bring that. I'm pretty sure that's Maddie
Do you want
coming
to
in.
turn that light down just a little bit?
That's what I asked you earlier, but that's
No,
okay.
I was doing some other stuff. Madison is supposed to be here, although I turned her mic off because she wasn't here. So I don't know how to get that going again. But
Here we go.
it's good
We'll
to have
figure it
Maddie
out.
here.
We will figure it out.
Okay,
Make
let's go
miracles
ahead.
happen.
We're gonna our first pour. Courtney, I assume you're
Yes.
almost ready. We're gonna drink this Pursuit United. I call it the standard. We're in the way, but you can see it there. It's kind of a dark gray with a orange logo. And this is somewhat common in Georgia, for sure. Kentucky, we've seen it a bunch. Tennessee, we've seen it a bunch. I have never seen it in the state of Alabama. Courtney, we got a super chat from
Hey, Cassidy P.
the legend himself.
Thank
This is,
you.
Hey, Belinda's, tonight's the Bo Jackson episode. Who knew?
Who knew?
Number 34, absolutely.
That's
Thank
right.
you, Cassidy P. I appreciate you, G. And we still owe you a bottle. We know that.
Yep, we're going to work that out.
He was our big winner. Why don't you pour that while I try to get Maddie's stuff going?
Okay, that sounds good. I'm going to make a little glug glug right here. Did you all hear the good pop that came out of it? Hold on, let me do it again. Hang on. Oh, that's a good one. That's a good one. Y'all know how I am about Okay. Also on this, we've had this bottle a while because there's some autographs on it with a silver Sharpie.
Yes.
I see Courtney B. Tate, J. That's what that says. I'm assuming that's Haynes, and Jackie Haynes on here. So thank y'all for contributing your autographs. It'll be worth thousands, I'm sure.
Thousands.
All right, so let's try this sucker.
I don't
You
know.
gonna tell me a little bit about it before we start?
Sure, I would love to. This is Pursuit United, obviously. They are a blending outfit out of Louisville. So they don't make their own stuff, they snatch it. From Indiana, Kentucky, New York, and Tennessee. But it's not Dickel.
Mm-hmm.
They get stuff from Bardstown Bourbon Company. I would reckon it's MGP from Indiana. They get some stuff from New York. I think it's Rolling Fork. And then
Interesting.
also some stuff, mic off, back on.
They're good.
Yeah, I'm not. It's hard to add mics in the middle of the show.
It's all right.
108 proof. We've had this a while because we signed this during the football season. I think.
This has been a minute.
I can hear you fine on here.
Huh?
I can hear you good on
Okay. This particular one right here is Kentucky, which is going to be Bardstown Bourbon Company. New York, Rolling Fork, and then Tennessee is not Dickel. A lot of folks suspect it's Chattanooga.
Chattanooga.
Is what
Okay.
this is. So it's 3 of them, and they blend these together, and we've had good experiences with this in the past. So let's see
There
if
you
it
go.
happens again.
Cheers.
I don't even know if you remember
It's
drinking
been a
this.
minute
It has
since
been a
we've
minute.
had this. Nose is pretty strong.
Yeah, we're not the most specific bourbon
No.
experts, really.
I would say this is. It's a little sweet.
Yeah, a
It
little
tastes bitter, yeah. But
I
haven't had
get
it yet.
floral on the nose. Just kind of a light little thing. 108. Drinks like about 108. It's not super hot. It's not super light. Just right in the middle. We do love it.
It's definitely got some rye in it.
Yeah, a couple of these have
Things like that.
35% rye in them.
Yeah,
so.
can taste that. I can taste that for sure. Let's see.
Wow, we've got
pretty
some. By the way, for our Auburn friends on here, I think we're going to have a commitment tomorrow. I don't want to say who. It looks like there's going to be a commitment tomorrow. So,
Ooh.
and we've got. I mentioned this on the bunker earlier today. We have 6 stories pre-written.
Wow.
6
You're
players
ready.
that we believe are going to commit in the next month. So,
That's some big betting right there.
and if Auburn gets 6 more commits, I think that's going to push them to more than 20. I mean,
Okay.
So
They're big balling.
you don't have. I mean, there's still work to be done, but I'm just saying, like, here we are in July, and you've got 95% of your class set up, so that's good.
That's crazy.
Cassidy P says, I do enjoy Chattanooga when it's 115 plus proof.
I don't know that I've ever had it on its own.
We haven't.
Have I?
No.
Okay.
It's part of this mutual fund like Pursuit United. So this is good to me, Courtney.
It's good. It's good. I can definitely tell it's not on the lighter summer bourbon spree for me. I can definitely tell it's a little warmer. And it definitely has, like I said, immediately I went to, there's some strong rye in it.
Yeah, I
which
get
is
that.
good. I think I would like more rye in the cooler months. And I don't know why, I can't tell you why, but that's probably just me.
I don't know who the guys are who actually blend this stuff, but if his name was Calvin Blenderson, that would be a pretty good name for somebody who worked at Pursuit United, which would sound a lot like Alvin Henderson, the tailback from Elba, who Auburn has been pursuing, and a lot of people feel like could flip.
Okay.
Calvin Blenderson, we like him.
Calvin Blenderson.
If that was what he did for a living. Pursuit United also is pretty cool. They have a really popular podcast. Those two guys
Yes,
do.
they do. Well, one of them's really good looking too, so that probably helps. When they do
I,
their, not podcasting, but when they do their Facebook posts and everything. Makes me want to follow along.
So now I know why you're a fan of this podcast. When you're like,
I listened to that.
I was like, why?
Wow, he's an attractive man. I don't know his name, but
Guys, I kind of
don't need to know his name.
I dig this, man. I think the heat is solid all the way through. You guys know I
Yeah.
love the heat. So it's not too
From
hot,
start to finish.
not soft. Nice longer finish. Got some sweet in the middle. Definitely got the rye like you talked about. Middle of the road front end, like not harsh but not soft.
Mm-hmm.
To me, that's just a really nice, solid, good bourbon. Slightly sweeter, maybe, than average.
Yeah.
I think this is our 3rd bottle of this, and
It's good.
I just snatched it in at Lurie's, kind of on a whim, And it ended up being really, really good.
So their rye, though, I remember only the United part on it is green. Like you'd think the whole label would be green. That's kind of the go-to these days on the ryes. But there's just green right here, and so I was a little...
Put off?
Well, I didn't realize that it was a rye.
We should have gotten the rye, honestly. We felt strongly enough about their other blends that it's probably a good one. It probably tastes good. Not all rye suck.
I'm not saying all ryes suck. I don't have a problem with that. I'm just saying it's not my go-to.
My man Horace from 3 is in the hizzle, says cheer JGT and Courtney, sipping on some Bowman Brothers after a long day with Canada, Argentina in the background.
Yes.
We were watching that to start with.
Yes.
Madison tried to test me and said, can you name any Canadian footballers?
Ooh,
And I named 3.
you did, and that's just from FIFA.
Kyle Aaron, Alfonso Davies, and Hutchinson. So there you go, Maddie. Can you say hi to the people?
Hello, people.
Oh, there she is.
I made it.
She did make it. So Horace from 3, glad to have you here, bro. Wardam Steve's in the hizzle. We in here like Alvin. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah, Alvin Henderson, of course, the tailback from Elba, who is currently a commitment to Penn State, a school you know well.
I do not know it well, but we'll pretend I do.
Your grandfather,
My grandfather
we
did
believe
attend there.
we believe he punted at Penn State.
He did. He was on the football
A
team.
JV team.
He was on a team because he wrote about it in his diary that we found when my parents had passed away. And when we found it, it was like, well, we won 54-3, didn't get in the game. I was like, wow, he was a real strong player.
Well, I mean, if you're up 54-3, you don't.
So I don't think he would have actually lied about, being a player on the team, because why would you lie about sitting on the bench all the time?
You definitely wouldn't. Let's see. So Horace from 3 is out here drinking some Bowman Brothers. What else are y'all drinking tonight?
Yeah.
We are drinking the Pursuit United, also some Peerless. That's kind of
We'll
like
start with some Old Forester 100. That's a good basic bourbon to start with.
Now I want to taste that blue label now.
Okay, well, we'll see.
You want to give it a
We'll
shot?
see. So tell me about the blue label. What is different?
Let's see if I did load it correctly.
wow,
Yeah,
look at
yeah.
that.
Now there's the blue label right there.
It's cute. I like the bottle. I like the color. I like the shade of blue.
It is
It's
handsome.
nice.
It's got like that Ole Miss kind of light blue. It's pretty
No
cool.
need to talk about
Hey, I like
That is an Ole Miss
Wait,
blue.
here we go.
Ole Miss light blue is cool.
It's cute.
That was a good one.
Hey.
That's a good one. This one has a little,
I've been looking for this one for a long time, you guys.
oh, this is about joining the Bourbon Pursuit podcast.
Yeah, they're looking for people. Cuz says he's drinking the Remus Repeal Reserve. 7. Can I count? Yes, I can. I know
is
he's a big
7.
Remus guy. Loves the Remus. It's good stuff. This stuff I was so fired up to find. I just knew it was oaked. They call it on their website twice toasted, so that's why I went with that. That's
Interesting.
what they call it. And what they do is they blend it to start with, then they separate it. Half the batch is in toasted American barrel, the other batch is in French oak,
Okay.
and then they're in there for a period of time. I don't know what it is, 6 to 8 months maybe, and then they blend them back together. So that's why they call it twice toasted.
Interesting.
And this one was listed as Pursuit Spirits in Bardstown. The other one was in Louisville. So I didn't know that they had 2.
Huh.
But anyway, they're claiming this
Interesting.
one's from Bardstown. $80, so it's $10 more. No age statement, 108 proof, which is the same blend of 3 juices. So the only difference here, really, Courtney, is going to be the finishing sauce, as it were.
Yeah, when you said in Bardstown, it just makes me think about Bardstown Bourbon Company, because their whole thing was blending. That's their big, their big thing.
And we
So,
know that Pursuit United
That's their
sources
thing.
from them. So
Yep. Interesting.
maybe they collaborate, and hang out.
Maybe so.
Like pretend like there's a center director in like Maine who's really good, and maybe you guys could trade ideas or whatever.
I do that with people in Tennessee and Louisiana.
Whoa.
So
Whoa.
no, I don't branch out much further than that.
Cassidy P says he's on a second pour of James E.
E.
Pepper
Pepper.
barrel proof. We have James E. Pepper, not
Oh,
barrel proof.
Not barrel proof.
You like the bottle.
I do like the bottle.
You've
The
been looking
bottle's
at that for a
super
while.
cool.
All right, I'm really excited about this pour right here. I've been waiting on this for probably a year and a half.
Ooh, that's a nice nose now.
I do like that nose.
It is nice, and it's Jay. It smells like toasted marshmallow.
I can see that. It's kind of candied a little bit. Yeah,
I got that.
that's good.
Damn, that hit me late. Wait, now it's sweet.
Wow.
Very sweet on the back end.
That changes on you.
Yeah, like it got me in the middle. Like it was,
Got you in the middle.
it was, I don't know, it surprised me in the middle. Like it was, I don't know how to describe it. Let me
I
try
get
it.
rye on the front end, and then I get that sweetness on the back end. That's like a tricky one there. It almost gives me like a weeded sourness.
It's hot at first, very quick hot, like a firecracker hot. Like it's hot and then it's not.
Oh,
Is that how you felt?
fuck yeah, of course. I know Ravin.
It's almost July, so that's why I'm talking
I haven't
about
seen Ravin
firecrackers.
post yet today, but I want to do a mouthfeel and a legs for him. 'Cause he'll probably watch it on the replay.
You will. I want to know about the legs.
Let me go ahead and spin this bitch around a little bit.
Not
Courtney.
much on the legs, Jay. I'm
No?
getting a lot on that, Jay.
No?
Nope.
I mean, I don't know. It's got some viscosity, though. Oh, it does. Courtney, it does have some nice little legs on it.
I don't know about that.
Look at that.
I think it's hot, then not, then sweet. Don't you get? No?
I get soft, rye, sweet.
Interesting. Soft. I got like hot real quick.
Huh, interesting. I thought it has a softer front end than the regular, but it has more taste on the back end. I like that. It's good. It's good. Cassidy B says, I forgot Courtney is a bottle connoisseur. This James E. Pepper Barrel Proof comes in a decanter.
Oh.
Which the bottle that we have is,
Yeah, it's in a decanter.
it looks like a decanter. Yeah, it's really
not have
nice.
it?
And,
Must have taken it home to drink.
oh God, I'm sorry guys. I was trying to click over here.
I think we took it home to drink.
Cuz says pepper bottles do look nice. They are
Yeah.
very classy.
I like them a lot.
They're a favorite of Classy Freddie Blassie. There's no doubt about it. Cassidy P says, mouthfeel, asking for Ravin. I knew that Ravin would want to know. This is thicker than the regular.
Yeah, I'll give you that.
I'm trying to think of a bourbon that has
Glass
a really
it's hot,
thick.
then not, and then it's still sweet. It's still lingering.
Warnham Steve says, sipping an exquisite benchmark single barrel to start the night.
Ooh,
Hey man, you don't always have to drink high-end stuff. That would not be high-end, but
That's
it's
right.
quality. It's quality.
we have some benchmark right over there.
Tag says that James E. Pepper is a sexy bottle. It
I
sure
love
is.
it. Yes, it's very cool.
And Tim the Toolman, who's here, he was here before the show even started, which we love. He says there's a mouthfeel and a hawk tua joke in there somewhere. I'll leave it to you to make it, my G. We don't have benchmark, do we?
We did. I must have done something with it.
I wonder if we sold it in the sale.
Is it over here?
Just kidding.
Or somebody took it in the sale, you mean?
Just kidding. Kanuman is here as well. Kanuman, I think Kanuman had a
Oh,
super
he
chat earlier.
did. Thank you, Kanuman.
He says, where are the lights?
I know. We should have thousands.
We need at least double
It's
digits,
just-
guys. So if you haven't hit the like button, Horace, if you're still there, G, I want to hit that like button. Warnham Steve, maybe O-Tag, if you guys maybe forgot. I think Don probably hit a like from his perch there in Holland.
And
Hey, I
Holland, that's why it's
smashed the
taking a
like
long
button.
time.
They got a big game tomorrow. Holland's taking on France in the Euros, so that's Don may be getting a long night's sleep to get ready for that bad boy. He's obviously a huge Netherlands fan.
Of course.
Knuman says about to be sipping on whatever they have in the MSP Sky Club,
Ooh.
which is surprisingly delightful.
I don't know what MSP is.
I
Which
don't
one
know
is
either.
that?
I
Hang
wonder
on.
if that's a.
I know it's an airport, obviously, but I don't know which one.
St. Paul, Minneapolis.
Minneapolis, St.
Oh,
Paul.
duh.
I haven't been there.
Duh. Me too.
Yeah, it's not too shabby.
When I flew in, there were mountains of snow everywhere.
I flew out of there on Spirit.
Oh.
Yeah, it was.
Damn.
Did you have to help flap the wings?
Yeah, really.
It was rough a little bit, but it ended up being fine. But I think a lot of people, I can see why they're having trouble. Okay, Briquette Stein.
Oh, yes, we did forget our briquettes.
For the regular, I give that 3 out of 5. I give it 3.5 out of 5, Courtney.
I would give it 3.5.
I give this 4 out of 5.
I give that about the same.
3.5 out of 5. Okay, still solid. 3.5.
Yeah, those are good. I mean, they're good.
And
But the price point, I don't think it's worth that price point.
yeah, 70 or 80. It's a good amount. Yeah, but when you're getting high quality blending, you've got to pay for it. Kaduma says I flew into it in 2000. I think I flew in there in 2019. You're right. I did fly in there in 2000. That's right. I forgot about that trip. Jeez, that's when Auburn was playing. That was when Kelvin and another beat writer were about to go scrapping over some shit.
Was it over a Cinnabon?
No, it was over some racist shit. That
Oh,
was said.
okay. Well,
I
step
was
back
on
from that one.
I was on Kelvin's side on that one. I'm afraid. I'm not that I'm afraid of Kel, but Kel was right to be angry, I think, in that one. Goodman says, Pocket Watch and I flew into it then, too. However, did not go to the terminal. Bus pulled up to the team.
Oh, look at him. Man, he's just coming in
Golly.
hot tonight with his big dollars.
We need a big lamp. Like, he's lamping there big time. But he is a badass, so it's all good.
I don't know that I went to obviously I went to the terminal to get off the plane, but I couldn't believe when we flew in, it was in February, and the snow drifts on each side of it were like probably 5 feet tall, and you're landing between it. It's like, hope this goes well.
So you have, Courtney, you have big snow drifts,
Uh-huh.
and then you land right in the middle of it, right? Is that what am I doing the visual right? You go right down the middle, right?
Down the middle. Don't make a mistake. Make sure those wings are not too far out.
I feel like it's a parable here, but I don't know how I'm supposed to learn from that.
You can learn from it, Jay.
Oh, you're still drinking your...
No, I just poured another
Of what?
of the Pursuit.
Oh. Well, we were about to go on to the bonus pour.
No, not yet.
Oh.
I'm still drinking this.
We're still drinking this. Okay, very good. First of all, Cuz says, can't hide money
True.
for Kanuman. Cassidy B says, Kanuman equals fancy pants, absolutely. And then Kanuman says, it was free, Cuz. Laugh, laugh, laugh.
Aww.
Well, we like to look at it this way, Kanuman. It's not free, it's included with the price that you pay for your professionalism and outstanding work.
I think that you are. Never mind. I'm going to drink my bourbon.
What?
I'm going to drink my bourbon.
Was this going to be...
Nothing. Nope. Move along. There's some more comments.
Oh, Courtney says there's more comments. Let's see. Kanuman says, did the Commodore just say AA has big snow drifts? No, I was just saying, like, she was saying there were big snow drifts on each side, and then they went right down the middle.
Right. Right down the middle.
Yeah.
Yep.
Like,
Is he going to porker us?
I don't think he's going to porker us. All right, he may porker us.
I'm trying to tell if I like this one better than the other one.
Are you?
I just got to make sure. Jeez.
Cassidy B says, anyone else think Birmingham will now be able to parlay this MLB game into hosting the Olympics? He was promising. Yeah, of course. The Rickwood Classic, where they're going to play an MLB game there, is it's going to be great, actually. And I had the unique opportunity back when I was working for the newspaper to interact with a Negro Leagues player by the name of Frank, whose name is escaping me last name. I just read a story about him yesterday. I have a ball signed by him. How can I forget his name now? God, I'm so old.
Yeah.
Frank Evans. And he was with the Wings, where there was a team here before the Biscuits.
Yes.
It's called the Montgomery Wings. And Frank helped with that. And he played the Negro Leagues, and he would tell stories all day long about it. And it was just, as a baseball nut like me growing up, I was fired up to hear stories about Satchel Paige
Really cool. I mean,
and
that's
Josh Gibson and all that kind of stuff.
crazy
So,
to think about, right?
unfortunately, he passed away before this Rickwood thing became a thing, but he would always tell everybody about how majestic Rickwood was and all the great things that had happened there. So I know he's in heaven right now, and he is absolutely fired up to see
Loving
this
it.
game actually happen, you know. Kaduman says, let's just say I love David Howell. Well, I love you too, Kaduman. You're a good Auburn man. War damn Eagle. War Eagle forever. Let's see. Cassidy B says, ball signed, huh? Left or right, JGT. Hold on. That deserves one, man. I got to give him one for that.
That's terrible.
Where's my laugh? There we go. Oh, the interns are terrible.
They suck.
It's a mail plane, Cassidy P. You know how I know?
Aha, because good two bulls.
That's funny. Cuss is pouring out for Say Hey. Willie Mays passed away yesterday, I think. What a stud. Maddie, Willie Mays, thoughts on him?
He's great.
Can you guess what position he played?
Mm-mm.
Okay.
he a baseball player?
He is
Hey, I knew that much.
center fielder.
That's about it. Mm-mm.
He's a good one. Tim the Toolman says, great story, Jay. Was he just joking or not?
I'm sure he was joking.
Frank was really cool.
No,
to
I
me,
think he's
man.
probably being serious about that story.
Frank was really cool to me. Cass DB says, David Howe's impressions are the best. Slightly more appreciated than Gus' voice. Well, there's no doubt. Cass DB's pretty good. Man, I haven't talked to David in a minute, man. David's kind of gotten, I mean, we're all getting a day older every day, but I know Russ 47 and some of them hang out with him at the back
really?
with the Chappies, yeah.
Oh, yeah, Chappie.
Sits around, tells stories about the old days. It's been so long since I hung out with David, I don't think I've got his voice right anymore.
Yeah, you do. It still sounds
War
like him.
Eagle. War Eagle forever, JG. He's told me some stories. I'll tell you what, man, David Howes can tell some stories, too.
I'm sure he can.
He's on par with, like, Johnny Weatherford when it comes to telling stories. Like, he just can tell a story. And there's been a lot
This
of
old
times
boy?
he would say, because he's from Gordo, so he's got that country thing going. But it used to be when he was the athletic director, he would just kind of roll around and talk to people, and he would walk up to us and say some crazy shit, and then walk away, like as a joke, you know. It's pretty funny, man. Well, I'll tell you one thing. I don't know what I should say. Yeah, I'll tell on the show. Who gives a shit? So I go into Housel's office one day. This is back 97, 98-ish, and he had been lighting farts. You know what I'm talking about? You can, like, if you're gassy, you can actually light them. You can fart, and then you can light them, and it gives a little poof. This is a true story. So I said to him, hey, man, I don't think Hootie Ingram is sitting on his couch lighting farts right now. And he goes, I don't give a fuck what Hootie Ingram's doing, JG. I said, okay. House was awesome, man. Horace says he likes the Jay Jacobs impressions. I probably do those more in my own life than anything else. And I go, I'll pray for you, brother. I'm praying for you. Caduman says Mr. Housel is flat out awesome. Spicy P has a lot of DH stories. I love it. Yeah, Housel's good. He's good people. There's no doubt about it. And I learned a lot from Housel. When I first, I guess you could say, became religious in 2003, he actually, we had a lot of conversations about that. And he's a very spiritual person. Has a lot of really cool insight on that, too. Cass DP says Housel would be a hell of a bourbon blend guest. He probably would.
I don't think that he would enjoy the bourbon blend.
We'd have to take the show to him. But no, I don't necessarily think he would drink, but his attitude would jive well with ours. And when I say ours, I mean us and the folks who watch us, the Dirty Dozen. Because he has fun, man. He's not taking shit too serious. Otag says Housel's wife was my third grade teacher. That was so long ago. Yeah, she's a really nice lady, and because Housel's such a bellowing presence, you know, you have to kind of. It's the way that you have to kind of put up with me, you know.
Yes.
Same thing.
Yes.
Horace says David Housel lighting farts is the funniest shit I've ever heard. When David was serious about work and stuff, he would work. I mean, I'm not trying to say he's like lazy, but you know how it is. I mean, sometimes middle of summer, there's not a lot going on. He's just like, let's go light some farts. I don't think Hootie Ingram's lighting his own farts right now. I had a great answer for that. So we're going to try this Peerless now. This is the double oaked.
I'm not going into this.
I'm not
thinking
sure if I think Cuz got a bottle of this. I don't know if he's opened it or not. Oh, listen to this.
much. That was just a little pop. This really does look like a bung plug. Bung. For your bung hole.
I accidentally said bunghole at clinical the other day.
You were just talking about bourbon barrels.
Well, I was
Oh yes,
supposed to say
Kanuman,
bunghole.
Susan Housel, David's wife, is a nice lady. That's probably underselling it. She's a very, very nice lady. I've seen David
Hard
since
time
I've seen
putting
her.
that back
I
in
think the
there,
last time I
Jay.
saw David was at Rod Bramlett. Rod and his wife's funeral. I think.
Maybe you need to go to Chappie's.
Nah, man, the average age there is about 90. I don't think they want me.
Blue note. You mean the brown note?
You know what the brown note is, Manny?
Yeah, it instantly makes you poo.
Poo. I was going to say
Shart.
shart. Yeah. I wish you'd get that perfect B flat or F flat or whatever the fuck it is. I'd play that on the plane to Jamaica and see who drops a deuce, man.
I don't think anybody's dropping a deuce because of it.
Oh, yeah. Come for the BLT and the chicken salad. Stay for the blue note and banter. There's a lot of bantering going on there, that's for sure. Cuz says, yeah, I got the Peerless double oaked in Nash Vegas. So, good looking out, Cuz. That's good stuff.
I was right.
You don't like it? Look at the legs on that. That's just really oaky, isn't it?
It's just too oaky for me.
Yeah, that's oaky. But it kind of, for me, it kind of turns into chocolate, I think, or cocoa. And then for you,
I don't even know if that's.
it just turns into butt.
It's just, yeah.
Would you call this butthole?
It just feels like I'm chewing on the barrel. Like I'm getting the juice out of the wood from the barrel. Like that's what it tastes like to me. So.
That's kind of what we're doing, you know. That's how bourbon works, Courtney. I hate to break it to you. Cuz says, Denton and I went to Chappie's for breakfast yesterday. Oh, I'm so jealous. I mentioned that on the great breakfast places on Courtney's Corner recently. The Chappie's is really good. We haven't had it in like years.
I've not had breakfast from them in years.
We used to go
We
when
have a
Maddie
lot
would
of
have
lunches there, but.
Yeah, like yesterday, I think.
Yeah, it was yesterday.
Madison, when she used to have the early soccer games, we would go by after because they would serve breakfast until like 11.
That was tasty.
He said he was the youngest there by 30 years, which is probably true. I could say that.
I mean, during the week for sure.
By the way, Cousin's picture there is of his dog, Mr. Smalls, who's a freaking badass. Loves Smalls. Absolute stud. And Cassidy P says, its legs are all up in my mouthfeel. Yes, sir. All right, so the bonus pour, it's not Courtney's favorite.
That's not my favorite, but that's okay.
It's very oaky.
That's very oaky.
And it's still lingering with the heat, man. I love Peerless.
I don't feel the heat. I just feel the
feel the heat. Feel my heat. That's from Boogie Nights, by the way, if anybody caught that reference. Okay, so there we go. Courtney's going to give the Peerless Double Oaked probably 2 charcoal briquettes.
1.5.
1.5. I'm going to give it 3. So pretty good night for me. 3, 3.5, 3.5. Courtney had a 3, a 3.5, and a butthole.
Not for me.
I should have known you weren't going to like that.
You knew that.
You don't like Peerless?
I like Peerless.
No, you don't.
I do not like double oaked of anything. So last Sunday, right? Last Sunday? Yes, last Sunday was Father's Day. Jay's favorite holiday of the
It
year.
was
Oh,
indeed.
it was
I do not like
awesome.
Father's Day.
Yes.
I am not into it.
Did we bring the gift?
Yes.
She did.
So Maddie,
They actually got me a really good gift this
Maddie
year.
and I got Jay a gift this year.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna share it with y'all. Cause look, I wish we could get it closer.
No, you gotta get it.
Farther away.
Yeah,
Look
yeah.
at this. Look at this king right here.
It's King Jay, and I've got guns and money down here on
Guns
my feet.
and money.
And a
And
Grammy award.
He's the king of pop because you see his what the hell's that thing called?
Isn't that a Grammy?
Phonograph.
Phonograph.
Phonograph?
Yes.
Is that not what a Grammy looks like?
That is
Oh, I guess that is well, yeah. Very
like
similar.
my karaoke Grammy.
Yes, look at that. Look at him. He's got guns, money, the pimp. He's got a scepter. He's got his pimp gloves on.
My third leg's down here to my knees. So that's good stuff, you guys.
The
I
loads of
appreciate it.
Yes,
Cash.
isn't this
I'm
awesome?
gonna have to put that up.
Yes,
In my
love it.
studio for that.
yes, this is perfect. This is
Tim the
Jay
Tool
for
Man
sure.
said Father's Day bottle. No.
Nope. This is what he got.
I was
This
happy
beauty
with it.
right here.
Mrs. Lawyers, Guns and Money, which I believe is a classic song by Warren Zevon.
It's perfect. Yep, I hear it.
There we go.
There we go. There's where the water bill's coming from.
That's his big pimpin'.
Yes. Yes.
I also want to mention before we go on to our next thing that we had a little mishap at our house last night.
Oh my god.
I like to keep. I like gummies,
Oh my god.
and I had
not like gummy bears, but like
yeah,
adult
like
gummies. I described them as adult gummies when I had to make a phone call.
adult gummies. Yes, and I find them very chilling. So I keep a few in a Ziploc, and my dog got a hold of the Ziploc and he ate the gummies. We estimate that he ate about 1.5. A full dosage for me is 3/4 of one. Okay, so he had at least double the dosage that I would have, possibly triple the dosage, and he was
New
fucking
comments.
high, dude.
Oh my god. See, it's funny now.
We should have. I mean,
it was
is
not
funny now.
funny
At the
yesterday.
time, I wish I'd taken a video because
He had the worst like loss of balance ever. Like he was like
He was just sitting there like swaying back and
He was
forth.
sitting in his chair or in his bed, and he was going.
like couldn't stop.
He was going in a circle. It was like Leo Mazzoni, you know, he was like rocking.
And I'm over here like, Mom, please, can we go to the
I'm
vet?
like, he's gonna be fine. I call the vet and I'm like, hey, I just want to make sure. He's like, yeah, he'll probably throw up, he'll probably poop, but he'll be fine.
Right. So he was
if he
fucked
does
up.
that excessively, or he starts having seizures, give me a call. I'm like, oh shit, okay.
Yeah, really though.
Yes.
Gum.
Oh my God.
That
y'all.
was
I mean,
awful.
It was,
Did I
yeah.
Sometimes you got to say it right, Jay. It's gummy.
Yes.
We also got, first of all, a couple things. I don't know if you saw it. Kanuman said he got invited to the BET Awards yesterday. I mean, I don't know. This guy's just going off tonight.
What do you mean?
What?
Horace
What?
says he needs a gummy review podcast.
Oh, okay.
Gummy IE.
Miss Courtney don't do that, but me and Maddie have been known to
I do it to
nibble on a
sleep.
few. Cuz says, I wish I had seen that. Yeah, he was rocking in his bed. He threw up a couple times.
He's rocking his bed and then he goes, "Bleh," and then he goes, sniffs it and starts to eat it because he had the munchies.
He had the munchies. We ended up putting him in his bed or in his crate, which he sleeps in every night, and he slept really well.
Yeah, like I went in to check on him in the middle of the night twice, and when I touched him, he like jumped out of the crate.
Cass DBC's dog from Road Trip, which I just saw that movie I saw it again maybe a week ago. Hey man, you gonna pass that? But he couldn't walk. I mean, you had to help him walk.
I did. I had to take him out in the backyard. And he was trying to pee, and then he had to pee like a girl.
But he's fine today. Everything's fine.
Oh my God.
We got some bourbon news we want to run through here real quick, Courtney. As soon as I get the photos up. Athlete's Cut. This is a new bourbon
Interesting.
that's coming out from the OKI people up there in Louisville.
Okay.
And this 15% of the proceeds from this bourbon go to the University of Louisville NIL fund. So it's going to the student athletes.
They need some money.
Yeah, because they suck.
You see the cardinal right there, Jay? 502 circle. You should like all of this.
I see that, yeah. Really like Louisville.
You do.
Anyway, I thought it was a kind of an innovative idea to try to raise some NIL money for that broke-ass program. But anyway, 15%, it's going to cost $50, 90 proof. Who knows? Maybe it'll taste good. Maybe it'll taste like ass. I'm not going to be trying it anyway because I don't want to help Louisville.
I mean,
but,
that's a pretty smart way, though, right?
yeah, Auburn could do that. Right? Be a cool
That's
way to
pretty
make
cool.
some money. I don't know.
I mean, they're not lying to you about the name. I mean,
Athlete's
they're being
Cut.
They're being right to you.
Well,
Hey,
it makes me think of athlete's foot, and then you think of an athlete's foot cut, which is even worse. So I don't know, man. But leave it to Louisville to fuck that up. I don't know. 15% anyway. Kanuman just says, quote, so I'm not buying that bourbon. Yeah, same.
agree.
Same. Some other news. Heaven Hill announced the other day
Look at
they're
those
going to be
pretty
doing
bottles.
a grain to glass series, which is allegedly going to be priced at $100. Of course, if you can get your hands on it. They're going to have a straight bourbon, which is the blue. They're going to have the weeded bourbon, which is the red. And they're going to have the rye, which is the green.
I
these could be
love
really good.
that bottle.
It's pretty sexy.
And
isn't
I
it?
love the label. I think it's a really cool label, too.
It's very clashy.
Yes, I like that a lot.
The straight bourbon is going to be 107 proof, 52% corn, 35% rye. It's pretty much standard. Weeded whiskey is going to be 121 proof, cuz like some weeders every now and then. 52 corn, 35 wheat, 13 barley, and the rye is going to be 123.2 proof.
Yowzers!
Over 6 years aged. It was actually distilled in 2017, so it's between 6 and 7 years. It's going to be 100. I found this at a few places that like pre-ordering it at 100. We'll see how it goes.
That's a cool bottle.
If you
I
go
would
to
like
Heaven
that.
Hill, there's a fucking cornfield like right there, like right across the street from Heaven Hill. This allegedly, the corn from that field is part of what's going in these glasses.
Certainly showing a lot of wheat in there, too, looks like. In the
Well,
glass.
They better not be showing a lot of wheat in this fucking blue one because
I
there ain't
know
no
that,
much
but-
wheat in it, right?
Shouldn't.
Also, the Kentucky Bourbon Trail
Look at that.
is
Look
doing
how
some
pretty.
different things. So they're adding Or you could look at it this way. They used to have the Bourbon Trail, then they had the Craft Bourbon Trail
Yes.
for the smaller ones.
Little guys.
Well, they decided to stop doing that because the craft distilleries were like, hey, man, everybody's treating us like we're minor leaguers. So now everybody's going into the Bourbon Trail.
Okay. That's cool.
Yeah, they're going to have 46 distilleries, Courtney.
That is crazy.
So that's going to be great. What I wanted to bust you on, I don't have my book with me. When they started the Bourbon Trail officially in 1999, there were 7 distilleries that jumped in right away. Let's
Okay.
see if you can name them, Miss Courtney. These 7
7
distilleries.
ones that said that they want to get in on it.
Uh-huh.
Okay, Maker's Mark.
Yep,
Okay. Wild Turkey.
absolutely.
Buffalo Trace.
Yes. We just talked about one of them.
Well, Heaven Hill.
Heaven Hill.
Okay. Oh, let's see what else. Was Willet on there?
Nope.
No,
There's another one in
darn it.
Lawrenceburg you're missing.
Oh, Four Roses.
Four Roses.
What else would be around there?
What's in Claremont?
Jim Beam.
Jim Beam. That's right.
And
What are we missing?
hold on, there's another one we gotta be missing. I don't know, what is it?
I don't know what these
You don't
are.
know what is it?
I'm guessing Old Forester, but I'm not sure, Courtney. I need it in my book bag.
The Bourbon Trail though is basically,
I just remember that all 7 were like ones we've been to. So
yeah.
the trick, Buffalo Trace is a little bit of a trick here because they seceded from the Bourbon Trail and they are currently not part of the Bourbon Trail.
Oh, is that right?
Yes,
They're too cool for school?
In 2009, they were trying to trademark a name which was Buffalo Trace on the Bourbon Trail, and the Kentucky Distillers Association, which runs the Bourbon Trail, got into a legal argument about this. They said, you can't do that, that's our shit.
Okay.
And they got all pissed off at each other, and so they seceded from the Distillers Union or whatever, and so they're not part of the trail. Buffalo Trace
funny.
is by itself. And they're big enough to be able to
funny.
justify that, but
Yeah, that's funny.
I found that interesting.
That's funny.
People get their...
I gotta know, somebody else gotta look that up. Maddie, what were the 7 original Kentucky Bourbon
Yeah,
Trail?
we're missing
Missing
one.
one.
We're just missing one doggone one, and I don't know what it was.
Oh, that's gonna bother me.
Name them.
Yeah.
We did Maker's Mark, Heaven Hill,
Matt,
Buffalo Trace.
Just name 'em.
I don't know.
Oh,
You're not there yet.
Okay.
That's what happens when
Four
we're on live
Roses,
TV.
Jim Beam, Wild Turkey, and
Chip Chip says, hell yeah, you sexy beaches. Watch the
Okay.
Acolyte.
Okay.
Watch the Bourbon Blend. No fucking contest.
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Jim Beam, Maker's Mark, Wild Turkey, Woodford Reserve.
Woodford Reserve.
Duh.
Woodford frickin' Reserve.
Yeah, duh. That's a dummy.
Ah.
That was a dummy.
Beautiful place to go, by the way.
Yes, it is.
Let's see, Cassidy B says 46 distilleries. Going to be a whole lot tougher to knock that out in one day now.
That's true.
You're absolutely right about that.
That is
Lindsay.
true.
And Blake says, oh, Chip Chip.
Yeah, that's right.
Everybody loves Chip Chip, man. He's great. Horseman 3 says, Ed Zachary, Tim Taylor, FSU has one with Oyster City. Talking about just some stuff.
Oh, they're talking about an NIL
deal with
so Oyster City isn't that a beer?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
We drank a bunch of that, well, some of that in Mobile last time we were down there. She said, Oyster City's really good. I was like, okay, cool. I'll believe you if you say so. And Cuz says, Mads sounds excited to be there tonight. How you doing, Mads?
Oh no, Chicken Salad Chick did something to me.
It would have been lunch.
It might have been a gummy that did it too.
The Mavericks gummy?
I just got like trapped gas like in my. I feel like I'm burping a lot.
In your esophagus?
Yeah, in my esophagus.
Damn, that's tough. That is tough.
get it
All right.
in
Hey, you know
Channel.
the word duodenum?
Yes, I know exactly.
So the way that you sound when you say esophagus, people in my class say duodenum, and it actually makes me want to strangle them.
Hey, whenever it comes up in your class about the duodenum, tell them my dad
Stop talking.
pierced my mom's duodenum with his junk. They'll be impressed. I didn't realize the surgery was so easy though. It was great.
Shut up.
So what are you doing, Maddie?
You're just making
some
shit
other pictures.
up.
Just making
We're gonna go on to
You're
some other
right.
pictures here.
You're right.
Courtney, would you like to describe this one for me?
No, I wouldn't.
Okay.
That is our very fat cat Herschel. Jay got a pair. Wait, is this? Oh no, these were my shoes. One of us got a pair of shoes this week.
We both did.
And this is the cat. You know, he's got to go fit his fat ass in a box.
He's just bad.
Blake says, Maddie T, did you take a Delta 9?
No.
Of course not. No. Why? Blake, I mean, why would you think that? Yeah, so that's our cat, Herschel.
Yes, he is.
And if there's
and
no
look
box,
at it. Look at that. He just has bad RBF. Look at him.
look, he loves box.
Any kind of box that's sitting around, he gonna fit his. He does not fit in that box.
He's like actually mean. He clawed me yesterday.
He's like your cat.
He's
No.
nice to us.
He's nice to us, but he's feisty to you because you're not
Otag
around.
says, if it fits, I sits.
That's
exactly
right.
right, Otag. You're exactly right. Some of these pictures you just kind of sent along. I didn't really know why.
No, I just it was Father's Day. That's my daddy. That's a great picture of my
I don't
dad
really
that
know
Jay
why.
took a long time ago. Actually, you took it 15 years ago. Catherine said they've been married 15 years.
Oh.
So that was at my BFF's wedding. And just Jay caught a great picture of my dad. There aren't a
Yeah.
whole lot of those out there, so I appreciate it. Thank you.
Yeah, I love Rusty, man. That
He's
guy,
a good guy.
That guy's like my dad right there. I
Good
miss
guy.
him a lot. I got this picture.
Oh, speaking of Catherine.
That's Courtney and her lifelong best friend, Catherine.
Mm-hmm.
Inseparable in middle school and high school. And then
Yes, and we're looking at a phone with our readers on like grandma's.
that's why I thought it was so funny, yeah. Like, you guys were like, get your readers on.
Get your readers on because we can't see the phone.
But that's a lot of years of friendship right there.
Yeah, we were 5th grade is when we met. She came to my school and we became friends then.
This picture, I didn't really understand why did you take one?
Oh,
when there
that was because I've half eaten.
Oh my
But I said I
god.
love some. I love
That's like
Cajun
the worst
food.
food picture
I know, right?
ever.
Like, why don't
No,
you put it when
I
there was
love
actually...
Cajun food, and I had deviled eggs and gumbo and shrimp etouffee and coleslaw.
Wow, the coleslaw looks really good.
It was.
Batty.
It's gone.
It was. These, tell me about why...
Oh, any 80s bitch knows what these are.
80s?
Yes. What are you talking about?
I know about these.
Well, I'm saying you didn't ever wear these. These we actually made, and we would wear them in our hair, and you made sure that the colors were the colors of your school, and you'd have one on each side and the ribbons going down. I don't have any girls on here to back me up, but...
No, I remember. I mean, I was a fan of these.
Yes,
I thought
they were very
girls,
cool.
the right girl.
Because you'd
looked
take
cute
your
with
hair
those.
and you'd have your butt cut down the middle, and you'd have them right here. Like right here. Yeah. that
There
was
were
awesome.
no butt cuts.
Everybody had butt cuts
Yeah.
in the 80s,
No,
Jay.
there were some hot bitches that weren't.
That had butt cuts. Back then they were cool.
Cut says Uncle Nick's close. Uncle Mick's.
Yes, out in
downtown Prattville.
Prattville.
Yes. delicious.
Prattville.
And Blake said, "Is that gumbo?" I believe
That's
that was
gumbo.
gumbo.
Yes, it was gumbo.
Oh, he
It was
got.
a little dark
It
gumbo.
was just a typo on that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, the barrettes. I was real into that.
The breads were super
not
cool.
not wearing them, but girls that would wear those.
Thank you, Becky.
B. Haynes says had those.
Everybody had these. The cool kids had them. I wore it with my Coca-Cola shirt and my Bugle Boy pants.
If you wore Bugle Boys
And
right then, I would
and-
not have liked you.
And my tree torns.
Tell me about this picture. I didn't know what this was here for.
Oh, I told you not to use that picture. It just got tagged.
Oh my god.
That's
from the nail
picture.
salon.
Jay, I said, don't use the last picture. Because it accidentally got tagged when I sent you it.
Oh my god.
Okay, well, we got a couple more.
Oh, there he is. There's Sleepyhead.
Down for the count.
Look at him. I like to describe it as, do you see the splash zone coming off your elbow, like where you got out of the pool?
And he like flopped up onto
Flopped
the.
on Look at
I mean, it's a funny picture. I like how serene the water is behind me, too. Like, there's just nothing
It's
going on.
because nobody wants to be near you.
Shit.
That's-
You should meet
beautiful.
McConaughey.
No!
Here we go. Over under. We're at 8:53, so 53 minutes in.
There you go. Look at Jay's picture.
And, of course, I can't do Courtney without doing my own picture. That's not photoshopped at all.
Not at all.
Canoe
They
did
were
not do
delivered
that.
in the Punta Cantas like that.
Why do
Chip
y'all-
Chip says, who gifted / left the Russells Reserve 10 this year in OBA? I'm thanking you now, just broke it open. I think I brought some, and I think that number 19 and number 20 brought some too, so I don't know which one that
There
is.
you go.
Probably theirs, though. And Chip, you did, again, I've said this a million times, but you did a hell of a job on that party.
Yes, he did.
And got to see old boy bust his hand open, too. And come right back from it, really.
I mean, he had a bad party foul goes to urgent care, comes back for seconds.
Blake says, well, now we get the breadstick pick since we got this one.
Yes.
Hell yeah. Also, I want to see what Cassidy P said here. They've done an admirable job to pass the recipe for local brewing and have exported well, but there's no touching the real stuff on the Emerald Isle. Talking about oyster is what I think he's probably talking about.
Oyster
Right?
City.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
That's pretty good. And Cuz just mentioned Benetton.
Yes.
That was something that some of the hot girls wore back then.
Yeah, that wasn't me.
I
I had one cool girl outfit because we were not loaded at the time, so I had one cool girl outfit.
Yeah, you were hot for how poor you were. She was wearing Bugle Boy pants, which
Got him.
if you wore those, I would have been like,
Why?
to
Bugle
me,
Boy pants were cool.
nah, not really.
Yes, they were light blue.
No. Oh God, no.
Mom, you
They had the-
were really hot for being on the poverty line.
I mean, relative to how poor she was, but didn't you have any Guess jeans or anything?
No.
You didn't have a pair of Guess jeans.
Guess
No. I had tree torns. That was expensive.
Yeah, no, that's good. Tree
I had
torns.
tree torns because I played tennis in my tree torns.
That might have been able to save it. The tree torns might have been able to save it, but some Guess jeans would have been a really nice
No, I didn't
addition.
have Guess jeans.
What?
I wasn't cool enough.
Where are we going? Oh, we go to Courtney's Corner now, Courtney?
We need music for it.
Courtney, Maddie, where's your music?
We need music.
It's Courtney's Corner. It's going to be favorite comfort foods.
So we had a discussion about this earlier today about what a comfort food is. And a comfort food for me is different than a comfort food for others, apparently. Maddie, you said a comfort food was what for you?
Convenient. I can make it a lot, and it
So
tastes
ramen?
good. Yeah, like ramen,
Okay.
frozen
Kraft mac and cheese.
dumplings. But it has to be good. It can't be shitty.
Okay, so my number one comfort food. So I think of comfort food as like it's cold and rainy and you don't want to go anywhere and you just want to snuggle up and you want to eat something.
No, I mean, you're
like
right.
that.
I'm just in college. I can't make chicken and dumplings.
No, I know, but I'm just that to me is what a comfort food is. Apparently Jay had a different idea with his number one.
Well, I mean, I was just kind of playing
Option.
around.
I'm on board with that.
Apparently Jay needs to put Jay/Maverick right there.
I might slide him like a
How did we
quarter
not
gummy.
get a video of him fucking tweaking?
I
We
thought he
were
was-
all a little.
I thought he was in.
He
like, in
was
trouble.
really tweaking, y'all.
Yeah.
Like,
His eyes were like this.
He was rocking, and
his
I was
pupils were like, you couldn't even see the brown in his eyes anymore.
like, he was high as shit.
And I'm like, hey, Mav, you want some food? And every time he mentioned food, he jumps up like a freaking animal. And he's just like,
He would just
He
look.
wasn't jumping. He was just too high, man.
Yeah, that was scary, but now it's funny.
Okay, so I love chicken and dumplings. That's actually something I'd never had until I met you. And Your
Oh.
mom made them.
It's exciting.
And I thought they were really good. And so I really enjoy chicken and dumplings. Sopa de pollo, that is that Mexican chicken and rice soup. It is freaking amazing at the right restaurant.
At the right restaurant.
And it's also really good when you are not feeling good. Like to have some of that chicken and rice soup. Delicious. I love gumbo. I could eat gumbo probably 3 or 4 times a week, any time of year. I don't care if it's hot outside. Give me good gumbo.
Going by.
Chili has to be eaten in the fall and winter. Maybe early spring, but it cannot be late spring and summer. Cannot exist.
Cassidy B says mashed potatoes, dirty rice,
Dirty
black beans,
rice.
and rice.
Mashed potatoes are my number one.
Oh, a hot brown. He talking some Kentucky language there now.
He's familiar.
I know.
Dirty rice we had at Uncle
Uncle
Nick's.
Nick's.
It is so good. I've not made dirty rice, so I wouldn't
No,
count
we
that.
might,
But
we might make some of that. That might
when
sound
you go to
like
the right
tasty.
place, somebody knows what they're doing. That shit is good. Chili, which we kind
I
of do like
said
a
you can
taco
only do that in
stew.
the evening. I mean, it has to be in the winter.
You just put chocolate.
Chocolate. Chocolate is a comfort food. Any female will tell you chocolate is a comfort food. Right, Matt?
You used to tell me
I
that
mean,
it
yeah.
was good for your period or whatever.
Good for my
Good for it.
Like when you were having it, and you're
Yeah,
like,
it's
chocolate
really
makes
good
you
for
feel
it.
better.
It's called cramps. Yeah, it alleviates cramps, right? And there medical reasoning behind that, Matt?
So why do you eat so much now?
Because I'm pining for the time that I had cramps.
That just reminded me of a Real Housewives quote. Some girl was going at another girl, and she goes, "Well, at least I still get my period, bitch." It's just so funny.
Wow, that's like woo.
It's like this group of 40-year-old menopausal women.
Gooey, hot, delicious, melt in your mouth brownies. Oh my God, yum.
Yeah.
Okay, Jay. So
Mine's the Ben and Jerry's brownie ice cream.
what's C and D? Oh, chicken and dumplings. Okay.
Otex says chili with macaroni, which I don't think I've ever had.
I have not.
We do
I have
chili
had
with
chili-
pasta.
I've had chili with pasta, but not macaroni.
That was
fried
called.
chicken and mashed potato sounds good too.
My mom used to call that something else.
I mean, chili with macaroni, that's kind of hamburger helper.
We called it Yankee chili.
Chili with macaroni. She called it
I know what it is. I know what you call it.
Goulash.
goulash. Thank you. You remember
Exactly.
having to eat it.
No, I
I
don't.
like that stuff. For me, gummies would be my favorite comfort food because that brings me a lot of comfort. Chicken and dumplings, I love when it's done right, which my grandma Tootsie used to make those. Were so good. We make them now, which are really good. My mom actually did pretty good with those.
Yeah, she did.
My mom didn't know how to cook for shit, but she could make those pretty good.
Fried chicken and mashed potatoes are probably my fave.
Jay loves
Yeah,
some cornbread
I
with a
should've
little bit
included
of
those.
brown sugar in it.
And butter on that
Butter
bitch.
on that.
Pizza, I love pizza.
Yeah.
Chili, the
Chili.
chili that we make.
Yeah.
And the chili at Outback is really, really good.
Yeah.
And then buttery grits, which reminds me of when I used to
Cheesy.
take Maddie to school. I used to make you cheesy grits, and I would make my own buttery grits.
I still make grits. Like, if I eat breakfast before school, it's grits and frozen sausage links.
I need to eat some.
That's what I
I
used
need
to make you.
I need to make some grit casserole.
What?
Yeah, it's like it's just a giant thing of like real grits, not the instant grits.
White people just throw shit together and call it a casserole.
True.
Blake says jambalaya. Wow, that
Oh
sounds good.
yes.
Yeah.
Homemade chicken noodle and soup. Yes.
I would knock the bottom out of some
Oh,
jambalaya.
yeah.
Fried chicken again. Oh. Cold Stone ice cream. Oh my
Wow.
gosh. You
Haven't
know
seen
you're
that
living
in a
in a big city when you can have that because we haven't had that in a long time.
That was such a big deal in the late 90s, early 2000s, and it just disappeared.
Yeah,
you know?
it did just
But I think in the big places like where Blake's
No,
at.
I think it's just a Montgomery thing. Like, Cold Stone's definitely
Everything
around.
comes to time. I could
William
honestly.
C says red beans and rice, which I love.
I
Gumbo's
don't
good.
like red beans and rice. That's the one thing
Yeah,
I don't
you're,
like.
You're just wrong.
Chocolate anything. Smart man.
Sunday gravy, red sauce,
Oh my God,
meatballs, and pork
Dad.
chops, and brown gravy.
Dad, we flopped.
What do we do?
Meatloaf.
Oh, meatloaf.
Oh my God.
Mom, meatloaf.
I want it
I
now.
I do
Yeah.
like meatloaf. Courtney
I
hates
love
it.
meatloaf.
I don't like meatloaf, but they like me to make meatloaf. They like
Meatloaf and mashed
meatloaf, I make 'em.
potatoes, biatch. Down the
I
hatch.
don't like.
Cuz says surprise Courtney didn't say hot dog.
Oh.
It is not a comfort food. That is a grilled item.
What? What?
Chip Chip's big on the goat
That's
cheese
against the
polenta grits.
rules?
Shrimp with those. Those sound
Shrimp with that sounds
Polenta.
good. Blake
grits.
says hush Chip Chip.
Yeah,
I'm
I
hungry.
know, right? Oh,
I had crawfish etouffee
I love it.
at Uncle Mick's. That's really good.
Oh my gosh. it's
Also,
so
they
good.
have some
now,
in
I
there-
make a good one.
It's good.
I
yeah.
do make a good one. I follow the recipe from the TikToker. No, from
The TikToker.
What's that?
YouTube's.
What's that sweet corn thing that I get at Uncle Mick's? It's called corn
Something.
something. Yeah, it's some.
What's the
Creole
Cajun
term.
corn thing?
Cajun corn?
Yes.
Damn, that
It's like
sounds
corn,
good.
but it's like a corn stew.
Corn
like tomatoes
masala.
in it.
No, not masala, but corn.
Mashu. Corn mashu.
Oh, yeah.
Cuz a big fan of etouffee as well.
Yes, love it.
Cassidy P says, let the record show that breadsticks did not appear on either.
That
list."
is true.
Oh.
Thank you. Thank you.
Chip Chip says bison meatloaf.
What?
Do you mean
get that at
buffalo?
Buffalo Wild Wings?
What are
mean
you talking
buffalo?
about? Bison meatloaf.
Cassidy B says meatloaf is the teats. The more meats in the loaf, the better it is.
Yeah.
You also
Yeah,
gotta get some
low key. You
breadcrumbs
gotta
in
have
that bitch.
sausage and ground beef.
Yeah, and then you
You can't
stick
just
the-
throw a log of ground beef together.
Yeah,
That's
and
what
then
my
you-
sister did.
Yeah.
It was asshole.
Yeah, it was
And then you
awful.
poke holes in it. You put some cheese in the middle of it, make it gooey when it pulls apart.
Can you?
My sister was like, hey, we'll just throw some meat in here. Fuck it. And I was like, that's not how you
I
make
mean, it
meatballs,
wasn't
sweetie."
awful. It was just.
It was just
definitely.
bad.
It could
was
have been
just-
good.
It was just nearly bad, right?
It could have been good.
Those are the meatballs.
Same idea. It was
It was
just. She
it
was
was
just throwing
meat
it on.
with some
Oh, yeah.
salt and pepper in
Nothing.
it.
Don't be hating, because when you and I first started dating, you made your concoction. You just threw a bunch of shit in a wok and
I
said,
I
"Poof."
did.
and it was
I wish I had
Butthole.
video evidence of this.
No, it was butthole.
Cuz said you can tell Chip Chip is a food connoisseur.
Yes.
He definitely knows what he's doing. The man can cook.
What?
White chocolate creme brulee.
Look,
Yeah, he's
you
just
getting
saying.
so
He's
fancy
just saying
on
shit. It's
us.
just like a word cloud right now,
Like
right?
it's, oh my gosh.
Thinking of every high class, he's gonna be like caviar and Pringles next.
Oh, look, Chip Chip getting up on it.
Not naming anything I can't make. Damn, my cousin's met that Chip twice, too.
Potted meat.
Potted
thumbs
meat?
down.
That is such an evil way to state that.
It's basically, is that
Potted meat?
like...
Oh, I thought he meant potted meat product like Spam. Isn't that potted meat?
Oh, I
Spam
thought
is
he was-
pork, shoulder, and ham, but like...
I thought he was mocking the meatloaf.
Oh, maybe he is.
No, I've seen
I don't
potted meat
like.
before.
I don't like meatloaf. So.
I love meatloaf.
Yeah, well, that's your fault.
I
But
don't like
potted
creme
meat,
brulee.
I guess he could be talking about like Vienna
Could be a Vienna
sausages.
sausage. I used to have
Oh,
to eat those
God,
in the
those things are
70s.
so
We were poor as
nasty.
fuck.
No, they're
man.
not that bad.
Oh.
Did you eat Vienna sausages?
No, I wouldn't get near him. My dad also tried to slice Spam and cook it in the morning.
See, I don't
real
like
meat.
Spam.
What's wrong with that?
I don't like Spam.
No.
Mm-mm.
If it comes out of a can and it's this shape,
It was a
no.
brick. It's just a pink
No.
brick.
How poor was she? Like, seriously, dude. They're like frying fucking Spam. And
She had a pony.
pony.
She had a pony.
Pony.
I had a pony,
Oh,
and the pony
my
died, and
pony,
everything went
pony.
to shit.
Cassidy B says homemade food during early courtship is special.
Early courtship.
Special is a... I'm not sure what you mean by that one.
Yeah, that
Early
was when
courtship.
I got furious at my mom, and I told her I was leaving home, and so then I came to Lexington, and I moved into the dorm, and you couldn't live there in the summer, and they found me and they kicked me out, and so I had to go and use my Citibank card and pay for a what was that place called? Like a hotel, not a hotel, but a extended stay.
Yeah,
And
extended.
Jay came and lived with me, and then that's when he got to experience my first
Cooking
cooking
experiment.
experiment, and we slept on a Murphy bed.
We did sleep in a Murphy bed, yeah.
Jay was driving a Corsica.
Yeah, I was driving a Corsica.
These are the big times. This is when we had lots of money. That's
Uh,
when Citibank was paying for everything.
A little old fashioned says cheers. A little
Uh-oh.
old fashioned.
There you go.
He could be cheersing himself, or he could
Nice.
just be saying what's
Well,
up.
then I
Word.
need something to cheers with, but not the double oak.
We're drinking the Pursuit United tonight.
Yes.
A little old fashioned is what we were drinking. So we kind of went through our review earlier, but we're not. Yeah. Cassidy B says no, not mocking meatloaf. Huge fan. Definitely speaking about the Spam and or
Bye, Ennis.
Vienna. That's what
See.
Montravius Adams, who is from Vienna, Georgia, would definitely have a problem with you.
I start getting
yeah.
sussed out when the Vienna sausages have different flavors. Like, that's too much.
I'm
But
not
like the
familiar with
original
that.
ones, that's not that gross.
That's like when they fuck with the Oreos. Like, just leave
Yeah.
the Oreo alone.
Yeah,
Just leave the
true.
Oreo alone.
That's
There
true.
was one that had Sour Patch Kids.
Yeah, that's gnarly.
That's just
I
leave
can
it
rock
alone.
with like the other ones though. You know, like the birthday cake. Like I get that.
Because this is a line from a song. Your mom made meatloaf, even though I don't eat meat. I dug you so much, I took some for the team. That
You
is.
took some meat for the team?
Yeah. What the
Yeah, he
fuck?
ate
Wow.
some meat because he's a vegan.
Okay.
That's from a Weezer song. Well, it's a long name. If I'm telling you I want you, or something like that. It's something like that. I've heard the live version a bunch of times, and it's really good.
Okay, Chip
You're
Chip's
telling
talking
me I
about
want you
ribs.
to, I want you to. That's what it is.
And I know I probably have never been to the right spot. I've had ribs one time, and that was one time too many for me.
Guys, see, since I grew up with them not liking it, I've never once had ribs in my life. I've never eaten ribs.
You've never had what?
Ribs.
Yeah, we don't eat ribs.
I've never eaten once ribs.
So maybe that's something that we have to explore.
Oh. I ate ribs one time in my life.
See, that shit looks so good.
I ate it one time in my life. We were in Wichita, Kansas, and Hoke said, we're gonna eat the best ribs they have in Wichita. Stop being a pussy. And so we ate these right here at a place called Pig In and Pig Out. And this stuff was freaking good. And I went back and got seconds. And I said, are ribs like this? He said, no, they ain't like this usually. So I never tried them again. It's kind of like if you have the best. You know what I'm saying?
The best what?
Wifey.
See, I love some sliced brisket though. That's good shit.
Yeah.
I like a little slice here and there. Cuz, big fan of ribs.
Somebody telling us to leave the damn Oreos alone.
Let's see. Cassidy B says, don't question the food makers. Oreos deserve mint filling, just like the Viennas need barbecue bourbon. It's science.
Oh, yes.
I don't.
O-Tag
I would
is
try
right,
that.
though.
Otag
is
says,
right.
I agree. Leave the damn Oreos alone unless you're pouring more frosting.
Yes! Okay, Okay, so that's
Double
the thing. No, so double stuff these days are original Oreos.
What?
Oh,
No,
you're talking about the
no.
downsizing.
Yeah, they're downsizing
No.
things. Yes, Maddie.
See, I'm in the very small percentage where I think I like the cookie more. So I get like the original Oreo.
I need like quadruple stuff. Like I love that gooey frosting.
You should
And
get
You
the-
have to be very careful on how you maneuver the Oreo because
Hey.
you don't want it to come off.
Have you gotten the one that's called Most Stuff?
No.
It
Mega
is-
stuff.
No, Most Stuff.
Most?
Stuff.
Look up a picture of it, Dad. It's fat. I want you to look at a picture of it.
I need some most
Oreo
stuff.
Most Stuff.
Wow.
It doesn't sound
Most Stuff.
His
It's
Holy.
fat.
his Google search is gonna be a little different now.
It's fat. See, Mom, there's Mega Stuff, but then there's...
I'm going to pull up this picture here of
Okay.
the various.
I don't. Oh, look at the very thins. Okay, thins. That's not an Oreo.
Yeah, thins, and then normal.
Regular.
and then
That's
you
a
got-
double stuff.
That's
you got a
double.
Mega stuff, and then
That's
you've got
mega
a
stuff.
Mega.
Oh, so the
That's Most Stuff.
most stuff that kind of reminds me of what you get at Great American Cookies when you get a double doozy.
A double doozy.
Yeah, I've had one person I know had those.
Oh man, that looks delicious.
Lake says St. Louis style spare ribs are the best in his opinion. Everyone always seems to get hung up with my baby backs.
Baby back.
I don't know nothing about that.
Baby back. Baby back.
Man, that I'm gonna have to investigate those Oreos, and I'm gonna come back.
The
Our next
most
show.
stuff.
Most,
And be able
Mom,
to, share
do
with
not
you.
get blinded by the Mega Stuff.
Okay,
Most.
most stuff.
Most.
Because the most is going to give you more, right?
Yeah,
All right.
the most jizz in the middle. Maximum jizz in the
Wow.
middle.
Sounds like somebody's been eating their broccoli and asparagus. Asparagus.
Most white gooey stuff. I like
Remember,
it.
we were talking earlier, a little old-fashioned. My wife was describing that she flew into Milwaukee one time. They had snowbanks on the outsides, and then they landed right down the middle.
Otag's got advice for you here.
Oh, he does? Search most stuff with safe search turned off. Most stuffed.
I imagine other things are going to come out.
Courtney's going to go, what is this you're looking at? What is shaving Ryan's privates? What?
Moby's dick.
Yeah, that was delicious. But yes, so comfort foods. Everybody's got them. Everybody's got their emotional connections.
Everybody's got it.
Everybody got one.
No, I'm serious. Everybody has emotional connections to some kind of food.
I have emotional connections to canned peas.
Are you serious?
I'm so serious because she would obviously she would work 6 to 6 and I would have spent all day with her and at school, we're tired of each other. She'd throw some canned peas in the microwave while I'm watching iCarly and then I'd have to eat the whole thing of peas before I could eat my Chef Boyardee.
Yeah, I'd be like, oh, guess what? Vegetables are always ready first.
Where the fuck's Miranda Cosgrove?
Oh my
We haven't heard
God.
from her in the longest time.
Well, she got her bag and left, baby.
Oh, she did get her bag.
Maybe she's.
Oh, she's the little girl in Despicable Me, you remember?
Oh.
And there's like
Is that her and Jeanette?
4
right
of
there?
them. Shut up about Jeanette.
Is that Jeanette McCurdy?
Why do you love her so much?
Because she got overlooked, I thought.
Well, she wrote a book called I'm Glad My Mom Died.
Well, her mom was a
wow.
fucking bitch, man.
Well, I mean, that's still not. Wow.
Cassidy B says Otag gonna wind up with more of that hot tua. That's pretty funny right there. All right, so
So
are you about? Is it about that time? Is
we
Christmas
missed
time?
meatloaf. We missed meatloaf on the comfort food.
No. I missed it. You didn't because you don't like it.
Yeah, I
there-
knew you gotta make that.
Okay,
Mom.
so what overall restaurant would provide you with the most comfort food for your needs?
Cracker
Probably-
Barrel.
I would say Cracker Barrel.
That's a good one. That's a
Cracker
good one
Barrel.
because you
That's
can get.
like-
Although I feel
you
like-
can get meatloaf. You can get
The
chicken.
quality's
nuggets.
come
Wait,
down,
hold on.
though.
I want to say, I know that we're doing grits, one food item as a thing, but I have to say Waffle House, as an entirety, is a comfort food.
Yeah.
That's true.
Because you
That's
can't just
fair.
say waffle,
I got
It has
you.
to be Waffle House
Is,
waffle.
Waffle House is for the win for sure.
That's a good one.
Not really for the win, but
Yes, it is.
Waffle House
serious?
is for the win.
Depends on
Oh
the
my
situation.
gosh.
You're so.
Yay.
Come on now.
Cassidy B says canned peas, like the cook in Wet Hot American Summer. I have not seen
I don't know
that.
what that is either.
Don't know that one.
I'm not
Sounds
seeing
like a
that.
porno.
It does sound like a porno, but I don't think it is. In fact, I know it's not.
But yeah, I don't like fresh peas, literally, because they're so hard. I don't like the snap. I like
I
when
do
they're
not
soft.
like.
I like when they're flaccid peas.
We taught you better than this.
What?
Your mom certainly has. We're anti-flaccid around here, right?
Yes.
Right?
No, Maddie, I would give you a little butter, like 1 pat of butter on those peas in the microwave.
1 pound? What the hell are you
Pat.
talking? Oh.
Pat.
And
Hey, look
then I
what
would
it
give
is.
you
It's
a little-
Forrest M. Last
I'll
name
give you some
redacted.
salt and pepper on it. Man, that was gourmet.
It's good. Like, I will eat that at school for lunch. Just a bowl
Forrest
of
is
canned
That's a
peas.
comfort food. Hey, Forrest. Good to see you. We hope to
Also-
see more of you
Maddie,
soon.
do you know Forrest?
Yeah, he's
We
a realtor.
spent some time
He is.
at a closing office.
Yeah, we were hoping for our first offer today.
Jay's not expecting a lot.
No offer today?
I was hoping a full price offer this morning.
Yeah, that's
Damn.
exactly right.
But
Didn't happen.
we're still working on it. It's a great house, though. So.
Yeah.
And also, it's the home of the bourbon blend, so I think that's where.
I mean, yeah.
Can I buy it?
With what income?
Would you qualify
What
for
bank
it?
is
Can I just have it?
Oh my God, she's really funny. She is very funny.
No.
Nana would want me to have it.
Oh, shut up.
Chip says there's a restaurant in Mobile called Judy's that hits the comfort food spectrum like few others.
Oh,
Judy's.
Okay.
I might have to check
Word.
out Judy's.
Madison, have you been to Judy's?
I have not been to I haven't even heard of Judy's.
You need to check out where Judy's is and
Find out
go
about.
hit that on a Sunday.
Go find out about Rudy Judy.
Hey, no shit. Moe's barbecue in Mobile is really good.
Moe's barbecues everywhere.
Yeah, it's good though. The downtown location in Mobile is really.
Whatever.
You're such a hater.
You're a hater.
Hey, I do want to tell you that the estate sale people are very thorough.
Thorough.
When you ask them to clean out a house, they take the toilet paper too.
Wait, do they take the toilet paper? Cuz sent us a super chat. She's looking forward to next week.
Yes, cheers. Okay, how many duty-free bottles are we getting?
How many booty frees do we need?
He is very concerned if they're a liter or not. That determines how many bottles we
Well, a
get.
liter, L-I-T-E-R,
Right?
or L-I-T-R-E if you're in England. Give you maybe a couple more shots per bottle? Maybe 3
How
shots?
else
Yeah.
would you spell leader?
Fuck, I don't know. L-E-A-D-E-R, liter?
No, I am going to say that there does not need to be more than 3 purchased.
I think 3's fair. Yeah.
3. So,
I think that's fair to say. And we are going to meet Easterwood down there. I think he's going to be there for like our first day, maybe the second day from the bunker Easterwood. So we're fired up about him.
yes. We will go and
We're going to see him, and then we're going to have our big old crew. Pipe layer Nick, who I don't think ever comes on this show, but
I'm
Pipe
gonna
Layer Nick's going to be there.
give him a hard time about that.
Why? Because he never
Because
comes
he
on the
should
Bourbon?
be.
Him and Daphne should be on the fucking show at least once every third. You know what I mean?
Cause no, not 5 bottles, 5
Cuddle,
days. That's how
cuz.
we don't make dinner.
Cuz. That's the right answer. 5 bottles. It's like 5 brides for 5 brothers, right?
Well, hold on. There's like 10 of you. You can't go through a bottle a day.
Hold on. Let's go.
But a lot of them don't drink.
Let's go through 10. Sonya ain't drinking it.
Tanya will drink some.
Becky ain't drinking it. Crystal definitely ain't drinking it. JB will drink like 1 and be like,
No,
oh,
drink
I had a
some.
lot. So it's gonna be me, Cuz, J-Dub, Courtney is all who's drinking really, and Tommy.
Becky will have some.
Yeah, Becky will have some, but not enough to.
Not enough for.
She's not gonna
5
grab a
bottles
liter
for
and
5
go, I got this,
days.
boys.
I don't know. We were upset with our work as a
Yeah.
twosome in
That's
Punta Cana.
that's
That's
on
the
me.
problem.
It was more fun for me to go up to the bar and get more bourbon because then I could
You
socialize.
can socialize.
I didn't expect that to be the case, but that's exactly what happened to me. Blake says, where's old Pipe at? I was texting him earlier today. So he's out there doing his shit up in outside of Cincinnati.
up.
Scroll back up.
Otag
Yes.
has something to say.
Otag says, for comfort food, you have to find a hole in the wall with plastic chairs and the fryer grill hasn't been cleaned since the mid-90s.
That's just a well-seasoned grill.
Yeah, that sounds perfect, Otag.
You know, the roach parts on it are just additional
There's a place
vitamins.
There's a place at Ole Miss that's called like Andy's. I think.
Oh my God, yes.
That's
we went
exactly
in there.
what Otag's talking
That
about.
is exactly what we're
Like
talking
Andy's
about.
Grocery or something like that.
Oh my God.
It really felt
You went in
like-
there with us.
It really felt
We
like
ate there.
in the 80s. It really
I have
felt
like 0 recollection.
Yeah, we ate there.
Cuz is mad you underestimate me and your dad.
Nobody was underestimating. I said there are 10 people. You can definitely go through a bottle a day.
Oh. See, she had our
I'm
back, cuz.
underestimating everybody.
And Cassidy Pieces, cuz I like where your head's at. Cuz,
Well, I mean, anybody
Cuz can
else that
drink
wants
some
to
bourbon
join
now.
us next Tuesday can join us too. I mean, that's not short notice or anything. So, Come on down.
No, we're leaving on a Tuesday.
Yeah, and Cassidy P don't have anything to worry about at home. You don't have like any children he's got to worry about. And
Right.
he and Mrs. Cassidy P can just bounce right the fuck out of there, right? And leave their young children to just fend for themselves. So here's some ramen.
You just put some water out, a couple bowls of food. They're fine.
Cuss's pipe is posted a few times on the blend.
I do
All right.
not remember. He may have.
Well, we've done like 34
I mean,
shows.
you know, when you've done as many shows and have thousands of viewers like this, it is hard to
Kinnaman
keep
says
in
the
touch.
Taylor Grocery in Oxford. I believe that's what it's called.
Is that what it's
I thought it was
called? I
called
don't know.
Andy's.
Oh,
though.
y'all were talking about in Oxford, Mississippi?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I remember that.
You remember that? Yeah, it was
Yeah,
like
and I-
literally a grocery store,
yeah.
but you went to the counter.
They had
That's
chicken
North
on a
Carolina.
stick. It was the chicken on a stick place.
You put NC.
Okay, Jay.
What? NC? Oxford? Oh, it's the wrong city.
Wrong state. Anyway.
Handy Andy.
Andy's.
Handy
Yes.
Andy's Grocery.
Yes. That's it.
It's labeled as a barbecue restaurant.
I mean, I guess technically.
Wait.
We got burgers
Maybe
and
I
tots
don't-
there.
Oh, maybe.
That's the menu.
Oh!
That's an old school menu.
I gotta
Oh,
show the menu.
this.
I gotta show the menu.
Okay,
This
I
just
remember
reminds
this.
me of like late 70s,
Here you go, Tag.
early 80s.
Yeah.
Look at that menu.
Look at that
I
menu. That's
remember
exactly what
That
it
is
looks like
awesome,
now.
man. Look at that.
I mean, it was good, but it wasn't like
Look
life
at that
changing.
Pepsi
No, I agree, I
challenge
agree.
right there. In the,
It wasn't like the greatest food
hey, look
ever,
at
but
the
it was good.
cheeses.
What?
Cheeses. Apostrophe S.
Mm.
I love when there's an apostrophe on things that doesn't need an apostrophe.
Yeah, so that's the main menu there from Handy Andy's. In,
I don't know what a mini is,
Oxford.
but I don't think I want to know if we're eating Minnie Mouse. But
See, I thought you were talking about the gas station that had the chicken on it. No, that had the chicken
No, it's
on
a
a
different
stick,
deal.
and we like
Oh.
sat in
That
the
was in
trunk
like
and ate
downtown.
it. Yeah,
Yeah.
I remember that though.
It was good. Cuz says we'll finish the bottle before we get to
we
the book,
did
which
do
we did last year. I got a
that.
picture of
We
you and
did.
I got a picture of you and
We just popped the bottle and passing it around like.
yeah.
I mean, this is definitely after 2020 when everybody thought they were going to get goodies from each other. We just passed
Cassidy
it
P says
around.
F them kids, JGT. He's talking about his own. I know.
Hey, you just have to put them in a gated area.
He's a
Food
very-
and water.
He's a responsible parent.
Y'all are so funny.
And O-Tag says that's exactly the kind of place.
Yes.
That's exactly what somebody. I knew you were talking
You
about
should
that.
also have pizza on there too, like it's a pizza you can get.
Kanuma says with the menu like that, there's no way it's not good.
I
I mean,
mean,
it's good.
It's true.
The problem is that they try to say it's like revelatory, and it's just good. It's like
It's good. It was a very good greasy burger.
like
I
Five
mean,
Guys is
I think
better.
like an amazing burger doesn't exist anymore. You know what I mean? Like
Oh.
everybody just makes mediocre burgers.
What about the ones that Cuz makes, and they're fucking juicy and huge?
Those are amazing.
Put them in your mouth and they explode.
Yeah, they're so good. They are good.
Yep.
What happens when you put that in your mouth?
I
and
will
it
tell you.
explodes?
I will tell you. We were talking about Chappie's earlier. Don't knock down the Chappie's cheeseburger. It's pretty damn good.
Nobody's knocking down the Chappie's cheeseburger.
I'm just saying.
If you
it's
get a
pretty
burger
good.
at McDonald's, I just had this revelation that it has to be a quarter pounder because they actually season it. I'm like certified.
You know
Is
that
season the
there's.
soybeans?
You know that there's. No,
Why you look defeated?
Because I can't argue with you about this because I don't know
About
the
McDonald's?
specifics.
About the legitimacy of
That's
McDonald's
just like
burgers?
I don't.
Back in our day, they used to have chicken nuggets that were made from chicken.
Back in our day, Maddie.
Their chicken, their chicken nuggets were made from like all kinds of chicken parts and pieces, and it came out in like this pink glue.
What? Who cares?
Kanuma's talking about, I think it was a Chevron, the one that's in downtown. that we ate
Yeah.
at.
Yes.
Had the chicken on a stick, I believe is what. Yeah, it was good.
Cuz is correct. I do like a good hot dog.
I love a good hot dog too.
Cassidy Pieces,
Yes.
Cruise's burgers have thick mouthfeel.
Cruise.
Oh,
That's a winner
That
right
is a
there, my
winner.
man. Courtney would love that.
I would love that.
And
I love
Paz just
it.
says Courtney likes a good hot dog.
I do
feel
like a good
is
hot
this-
dog as long as it has ketchup.
Well, you're a girl.
Hey, don't get those hot dogs that you got last time again. I didn't like those.
Well, which
I
one?
don't like all beef hot dogs. I don't think.
Well, maybe you don't need to be eating hot dogs.
See, you
then.
were raised properly. You like the one that has all the parts and pieces in it. Turkey.
That's what a hot dog
chicken.
is. It's the leftovers.
Oh,
Is it
Don't
not?
think about it.
Cassidy P meant to say Cuz's burgers have thick mouthfeel.
Yeah,
They
that's why I
certainly do.
laughed at you when
Yes.
you said cruise.
What? So it said Cruise.
Well,
Yes.
obviously he's talking about Cuz. We're talking about Cuz's Burgers.
I thought he was talking about
He
a
does have a
restaurant.
thick mouthfeel. That is correct.
Cuz has a thick mouthfeel?
Yeah, his burgers do.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Cuz I need
Um,
a steak, please.
Oh, is it going to be about the...
I'm so malnourished at school. I need like red meat in my mouth. I can't afford red meat at school.
I thought you were going to Atlanta.
Oh my god.
This has gotten off the rails in a hurry. Maddie talking about putting meat in her mouth?
See, y'all always just.
Why do you always do that? Why do you and your mother always talk about putting meat in your mouth?
because she was raised right. She was raised on red meat and
Raised
taters
on red meat.
and peas in a can in the microwave.
Cassidy
I
B
need
says
some-
ketchup on a hot dog. What are we, Canadian?
Hey, listen, Cassidy, we're gonna fight.
I feel like
Fight.
girls can do this, but
We're gonna
guys,
fight.
we put mustard on hot dogs.
I
like
some
both.
ketchup. I'll put it has to be mostly ketchup and then like a little tiny bit of mustard.
Norman is with us again tonight. Glad to
Hey,
have you,
Norman.
Norman.
Thank you for joining us.
I just grilled a hot dog on our pontoon boat for the first time.
Oh,
Check that off my bucket list. Thank you for my girlfriend and daughters for my Father's Day gift.
that is a perfect way to eat a hot dog. I bet it tastes so much better when you grill it on a pontoon boat.
How can we mispronounce that?
A punton.
A punton.
Punton boat.
A puntong.
Yes.
A puntong boat. Mm-hmm. We could do that.
A punton.
I'd love to have a puntong boat. What could you do on a puntong boat?
What do you mean?
You can float.
You can take
can
people
float.
tubing.
You can
Tubing.
ski.
I love tubing.
You can slalom.
Slalom?
Slalom.
Or do you say swallow?
You can swallow them.
Cassidy P says, AA, nothing but love for you.
Thank you.
And-
I know. Jay and I have this
Canoeman
discussion.
says
Cuz
team
does
mustard.
too.
Which is the right answer. And then Cuz just said, I got you, man.
Hey, I need a steak, please.
I was like, my dad doesn't know how to make a steak.
No, you just won't.
Well, they're like-
Oh, what
they're
is
expensive.
this? Chip likes mustard, onion, and relish on a hot dog. Ugh.
Well, I don't.
See, a hot dog shouldn't
got
be
no problems
crunchy.
there.
It should not be crunchy.
No. So I guarantee he loves the Costco hot dog
This
because
sounds
you can
good.
because you can go through the Costco thing and you grate like your own freaking onions right there on the
Yeah.
side. Yeah, I bet he
Ew.
likes that.
No, it needs to be grilled onions so they're mushy.
No,
I
I like
can't.
them crispy.
No,
I'm
that's
a chip on
that's
those.
kind of gross.
No, it's not.
Why do you want chunks?
He says the Costco lasagna is hitting after a 12-hour day at the salt mines. It's hitting. Is that a good thing or a bad thing?
I
Hitting
love the
is
Costco
good.
lasagna.
What do you mean?
It's slapping.
Slapping.
Is that outdated now, Madison?
No.
You're really getting over on me, girl.
I have a headache.
Okay. Are we about done here?
We got some more comments. You
Oh,
wanna
we do.
answer
We have
those
more
first?
comments. Sorry. We want to get to. Oh no, we don't.
Oh, sorry.
Let's just skip these comments.
Sorry.
All right.
All
So
right.
piece of business. So we're going to be in Jamaica this time next week. So
And
no
then
show
the
next week.
following week is 4th of July, so we will not have a show, obviously. on
We
4th
don't
of
love
July.
America enough to do a fucking show.
What
Well,
the hell are
I
you
don't-
doing on the 4th of July?
I
And
don't
what-
think anybody here is interested in being on the interwebs on the 4th of July.
Are we going to be drinking?
Well,
We're gonna be
everybody's got work
drinking.
the next day.
Yeah, it's on a freaking Thursday. It's
Oh,
so stupid.
God.
I have
You're going to be open
I
on
have
Friday?
clinical on July 5th, which means I have to be there in the parking lot at 6:30.
Wow.
Me too, girl.
She does too.
Well,
All right,
Cass
well,
DP looks like he's about to wrap. He says it's nighttime in Atlanta. The Goat, $1 to Stutsy Poo. Y'all be good or be good at it. Thank you for the super chat
thank
earlier,
you.
Cass
We
DP.
appreciate it.
Also, Canoeman dropped one
Yes.
for us. Cuz dropped one for us. We
Yes,
appreciate
thank
you
you,
guys.
guys.
I mean, everybody that chatted though was amazing.
Yes. So we'll debate about July 4th to find out what we're doing
Well, we
first.
probably won't do a show on July 4th because everybody's gonna be partying,
Everybody's
right?
gonna be partying. And
Firecracker on the 4th
third
of
or
July.
something. Then.
Huh?
Firecracker on the 4th of July.
Yep.
You get the firecracker on that day, the race?
Huh?
Huh?
Okay.
What? All right, so we'll wrap it up there, guys. OTAG says, great show, y'all. Safe travels. Thanks, bro.
Thank you.
Hopefully we fly there in one piece.
That would be good.
That would be terrific. So appreciate you guys being here. Cuz even gives the official. This is the official when you know it's time.
About that time.
It's going to be about that time, guys. About to pull Becky out of the bar. About to call her. All right. We'll wrap it up there.
All right.
Appreciate
We
you
all
guys. See you guys in a couple, 3 weeks or whatever.
We'll see you soon.
Or at the
3
house.
weeks.
Well, no, not next week. Not next week, but the week after that.
Damn.
Maybe we won't see you from the house then. Who knows? No, I'm just teasing. It can't happen that fast.
It's Forrest might be able to do this.
Unless somebody comes through and goes, I want cash and I want to be in tomorrow. I'll be like,
Forrest says,
There
y'all have a
you
good
go.
evening. Hey, I was late to the show. You're never late, G.
nope.
We're just glad to have you here.
All right. Thank you all for joining us.
All right.
Behave yourself. We will somewhat behave ourselves internationally, and we'll see you soon. Cheers.